Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Love and Hips TV.
Hello. Welcome back. Welcome.
We are so glad to be back as usual. You know, we love to be here in the studio. We just do.
We do.
Y'all get to see our smiling faces every 2 weeks,
We
and we
love
love
each
to
other.
come
We
in
do.
here and do
Yes.
this. So, welcome to Love and Hips. We got a great show for you all tonight.
Yes, we do.
Yes. It's an extra special show tonight.
Yes, it could be a little tearjerker.
Yeah, it can be. We're gonna lighten it up a bit, you know, with our hot, juicy topic tonight. Okay, it's a good one.
Y'all get ready
So it's
to
gonna
call
change
in.
the dynamic of it just a bit, but you know, we're gonna be talking about all things cancer survivors, and we have a special guest here to talk to us about that.
That's
So
right. We got a lot of special dedications. We got a lot.
Yeah,
and like
we
she
do.
Said, make sure y'all tune into our hot topic. It's definitely a very different topic tonight. So you don't want to miss it.
And don't y'all be afraid to call in too. Call in and talk.
I want the men to call in.
Yes, we definitely want y'all to call in. So once we share the topic, you know, y'all can call in. Just in case y'all don't know, but the number is 470-251-4647.
And you know.
And y'all can call in and give y'all comments about the hot topic or about anything else that we're talking about or something that you want to share, okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And if you haven't checked our page, we are looking for the hottest Halloween costume. So, if you think you had the hottest costume this year, tag us and post it on our page.
That's right. We want to
Let's
see.
what
We
y'all
want to
got
see what
on.
y'all working with tonight.
Don't show me no Kim Kardashian.
Or
Dr.
this
Show
weekend. This weekend, see what you all was working
creative.
with. It was a lot going on in the A this weekend.
It was too much.
So it
So much
was.
going on.
It is. It was busy. So
From the Braves game
Yeah,
to
the game.
Falcons game, everything's going on.
yeah, the A's.
Shout out
We
to the
real busy
Braves.
right now.
That's
A little
right.
chilly, a little bit too cold for my blood right now.
I love it. I love it.
But I love the fall, but it's feeling like, you know, a couple days it doesn't feel like it's jumped straight to winter on us. I'm like,
This is
that.
girl season. Y'all skin girls, calm down.
It's
This is girl
cuffing
season.
season.
It's cuffing season. Try to
Better
grab
get-
some meat.
better
you
get
some
one of
meat.
us.
You better get us. You better get us this big girl season.
Oh man, yeah. So speaking of getting one of us, what's going on in your life, girl?
Whew. Lord. Well, my life. Of course, I've been focusing on, of course, with my business, entrepreneurship. You know, like I said before, entrepreneurship is something that you continue to learn. It's not nothing that you will get in 6 months and say, oh, I know how to do it. No, you continue to learn, you continue to grow. I'm learning the back end of it as far as, you know, the promotion, the marketing. I'm working on now trying to get my website together. I have met a couple of people on social media.
I saw some of your beautiful outfits that you had posted on
Yes, I want to post a
your
lot
story
of it.
and stuff. Was it
Yes.
about a few days ago? I saw a whole bunch. Yes.
I need you to go ahead and put some purchases in
I
there.
need some.
Y'all check out Classic Boutique. But
Like-
yes, we've been doing that. I've had a photo shoot in Nashville, photo shoot in Atlanta. We're going to chill right now because I know it's the holiday time. So a lot of people has been hitting me up on holiday dresses and holiday events. So, of course, if y'all need anything, any kind of look, you know, of course, hit your girl up. I've been focusing on schoolwork. I went to school to get my bachelor's in healthcare management. So that is a task at hand. Just trying to stay focused and maintain and understanding the balance of time management.
Okay.
Because
That's
like I
very
said,
important.
Yes, I'm a supervisor at work, so I have to do that. Then I have to go to school. Of course, I'm a mom. Entrepreneurship, trying to get this, do my inventory. It's a lot. But I think I got it, time management down to the socks, to the T. So everything has been good with KP. KP has just been working on being a better woman, and learning about entrepreneurship and building my brand, because corporate America is not what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Okay, you better say
So
that.
I'm speaking and manifesting that, you know, hopefully by the maybe mid part of next year, that I can give away, you know, it's not do the 9 to 5 no more and just focus on KP. So I'm gonna manifest that. So life has been good. Life is good. What about you?
I have no complaints either. Just been busy. A lot like you, I'm trying to transition my life into something else. obviously, you all know that I'm a nurse, and I can tell you all about that world. I've been doing it for a long time, 17 plus years. So, but I don't see myself retiring in that. I'll always do it in some aspect, but I want to change. And this is my world. This is what I love. I love journalism. I love talking. I love writing. And so I am making moves. You know, people, sometimes it's not always important for you to show people what your moves are. You just need to move in silence and just do it. So trust and believe when I tell you that I am working on some of that, and I'm working on my brand as well. Strut, y'all see it at the bottom of the screen. Strength, talent, refined, unique tenacity. That's my brand. I believe in all of that. I believe women should exude all of those qualities, and so that's something that y'all can look forward to coming up in 2022.
That's right.
Me putting that out there more. And so just enjoying being a homeowner and getting my house together and decorating and doing all of that stuff. Work as usual, at work and at home, you know. So that's what's going on in my life right now. And I've been doing a lot, just venturing back out and getting out in the A again.
You have been on tours lately. And I'm not mad because you just told me something that I forgot all about.
Yes, and I have to make mention of it, you know.
Yes,
shout out to the Apache Cafe. Now, I used to go, if you know anything about Atlanta,
you know about Apache.
And or even if you frequented Atlanta a long time ago back in the day, and you were into the spoken word and just live band and music and, you know, grown and sexy, you know, clapping up Love Jones type of environment, then you would know about the Apache Cafe. They actually have a new venue off of Marietta Street, and I went there yesterday for some live soul music. It was amazing. The new venue is amazing. It's totally different. They have really stepped their game up, so y'all got to check out the Apache Cafe. That's my shout out.
And I thought about we should do segments. Like, we should go check stuff out. Like, and every
you know
time
me, I'm all about that.
When we go somewhere, we just promote different segments. Because I want to go check out my girl Nene, Lanithia Lounge.
I went there.
I got to go check out a nice brunch today. And unfortunately, I didn't go because I was at home in the bed.
Yeah, so
I need to start, you know, maneuvering a little
just more. Getting out, you know. I'm trying to learn my area that I purchased my house in. I'm in the Stone Mountain area, so I've been venturing out in downtown Stone Mountain, visited some of the little shops and stuff down in there, and I done found my little, I call it Cheers, my little bar where I'm going to be, you know, y'all might catch me, and I ain't going to tell y'all because I want y'all to come searching for me, but I got a little spot that I'm going to, you know, that's going to be my little spot. I did. So that's all I've been doing, just doing me, you know, just
that's life.
Loving life, and the opportunities are coming my way, and thank God for them. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
So that's what's going on in KP and Toys world. And I wanted to, before we get really started into the show today, I just wanted to say a rest in peace to Jovita Moore. She was an amazing anchor woman and reporter. She worked for Channel 2 News, and I think she probably worked for several other entities. She was in the industry for about 23 plus years. And if I aspire to be just half of what she was. So you will be missed. She succumbed to breast cancer. Not breast cancer, brain cancer. You know, and I think she had been battling it for wow, but she battled it in silence and was still working a lot through it. They mentioned it about a month ago. Her co-workers put it out there and that she was battling it, and then we lost her about, I think it was on this past Thursday. So rest in peace, Jovita Moore. You'll be missed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She was a beautiful soul.
Beautiful.
Every time I saw an interview with her, she was just bubbly
and so silly. I just love
she
her.
was.
And when I say face beat, early in the morning.
Oh, early.
Always beat. She's never.
I remember when she first got that short haircut. I was like, "That's life. That's you."
That's it.
And so she was beautiful inside and out. She'll definitely be missed here in Atlanta and around the world.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, everybody knew her. So, yeah.
All right.
So that takes us into what that takes us into our guest, and it takes us into what we're going to be talking about mainly today. We'll be talking about cancer awareness. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we have a special guest here. Sister JJ is here with us. Y'all, when I tell you she is everything, she has done so much. So we're going to talk about her accolades, and we're going to talk about her program, Models Against Cancer. Right. So we just want to take a moment and welcome her to the show.
Welcome, beautiful.
Thank you, Queens. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Oh, welcome. Yes,
we love it. When she walked in, I was like, oh yeah, her whole energy.
I could feel this. Yeah, yes. Ain't that something?
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I'm good at reading people's energy, and her energy was amazing. She just walked in like she knew, like, hey y'all, hi, hi beautiful. Hi. I should say, hi Queen.
No. So,
well, let's jump into it, Miss Queen. Let us know. Tell us about you. Let us know who you are.
Okay, Sister JJ. Who is Sister JJ? Well, Sister JJ stands for servant and servanthood to the Almighty with joy, yielding, and anointing.
all right.
So God gave me that. My birth name is Jodrell, and He just told me this is who you are, and that's because of the love that I have for people and the love that I have for Him. And just being who I am, I'm just like a book with many pages and many chapters. So it's like I'm just doing me. You know, it's like don't put me in a box because it's not a box that's big enough for me.
I love it. That's right. Well, I do have a question to ask you before we jump into everything with the breast cancer and the model and everything. I want to know about the rapper.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
I used to be called Lady J, the Hit Mistress.
Okay.
And I used to rap back in the day. And actually, KRS-One hit up my managers, Black Knight Entertainment. Shout out to Chris and Mike and my DJ 1200, for us to sign with them. Okay. And I decided to get locked up in Petersburg City Jail. In Virginia. Okay. Shout out to the sheriffs. So, that was it with my career over there. I mean, I was really doing it. I was rapping in Baltimore and New York, Jersey, North Carolina, just Connecticut, just making my way.
You're originally from Maryland, right?
I'm from the DMV area. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, or Petersburg, Virginia. So I was born in Virginia, but I was raised in Baltimore. So I claim both because, like I said, I was raised in both.
Okay.
Yeah. My entrepreneurship in the street started in Baltimore.
All right.
Yeah, that's real. For real.
The hustle is real.
Yeah. More careful in Chocolate City. Yeah. So, yeah, I was Lady J, the Hit Mistress, and I was one of those ones that I didn't just rap about it. I was actually doing it. And back in the day, people used to just rap about their imagination or what they wanted to do, but I was actually doing that stuff. So yeah, I kind of messed up there, and the judge gave me 50. I ended up doing 2 years. Made first parole. I always tell people I ain't snitch on nobody. I took that and let the Lord do what He did. And He blessed me to come out.
You stayed 10 toes down.
That is.
Oh,
that's
all that matters. 10 toes down.
And my mom always said, "Why you should have said so? You don't understand that life that I'm in, and you in that life, you can't. You made your decision. If you want, it is what it is." So yeah, I come home and I had a lot of anger and bitterness in me towards my managers because me facing 50, I felt as though they supposed to have been ready to rock with me. And not understanding that, me doing this really ruined everybody's opportunity at what we've been grinding for. Because back then they did the artist development. They don't do artist development now. You just got to be right. Do what you do. Develop yourself on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok now. It's not, they poured themselves in me and taught me how to finagle the stage and relate to the crowd. And I'm not a freestyler, but I can do a little something off the top of my head. It's tricks to that. Yeah, I'm not a freestyler, but I got a little. They gave me tricks where if I need to do what I got to do, I got to do it. I never battle you because I'm telling you, I was like, hey, now I'm being corny. I'm one of those ones I got to write it down.
So tell me, how did you transition from, okay, you rap, I know you got the hood love, we already know that. How did you transition now to doing directing, screenwriting, and even modeling? How did you what was your transition point?
Well, I always was into acting. So in Baltimore, I tried out for the School for the Arts, and I didn't make it. So I always was into the acting part.
Okay.
So the rapping and acting kind of all went together.
Okay.
The fashion, being from up top, we like, just like I got a shout out to ATL because y'all be ragging too. We like to dress, so that was in me. So everything kind of like gelled together.
Okay.
My mom did hair. I used to be a hairstylist, and I worked in her salon. So all of that gelled together, the makeup, the hair, keeping yourself together, flashy, you're a queen, all that stuff. Back then it's like you it. So
We still like that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Still like that. Right? Yes,
I'm it. I'm
Exactly.
it. Yes, that's it, Quinn. I'm
Yes.
cute.
I'm cute.
Yes. So all of it all gelled together.
Mm-hmm.
I just chose a different route for the first time. I mean, I was still doing the rapping thing, but it wasn't coming fast enough. I needed that money. I was about that money.
I heard that. Sometimes we try to get that money too quick.
And the wrong way.
The wrong way.
And I was one
Yes,
of those,
ma'am.
I dated the dope boys, but that entrepreneurship in me, and I wasn't down with that. He could have 4 or 5 girls. I'm like, dude, I can do what you do and do it better. So I had that dude mentality.
That's what make it better. You had that hustle in it.
Yeah.
It's different. When you born with it, it's different.
Yeah.
Now you can't be taught.
Exactly.
You just gotta go
Yeah,
ahead and do it.
and it was in me. I told my mom, you should have chose your baby daddy better.
Oh Lord.
I think we got some.
I think we do.
We got some fashion show video
Let me
or
see.
clips or
Okay,
whatever.
let's see.
Some clips.
Let me see what you got, girl. Miss Queen. I think we got some clips for you. Let's see.
Yes, that's fine.
We actually had 2 runways, so that was the second runway.
Production, right?
Yes, this is the second runway.
Look at Brian in the back.
That's nice. You good with all that junk?
Yeah, y'all.
And we had the plus size.
Is that my girl?
You gotta walk.
No, it ain't her.
That's not pretty.
Yes, honey.
All of these doing our breast cancer survivors?
No, some of them are walking for
Okay.
going through. Yeah.
Oh, nice video, nice footage
Can you
of
have
your
those
show.
for me in plus size, please? That team do let me get that one in plus size.
The plus size models was in the house and they ripped the runway. Like I said, we had 2 runways. So
Okay.
that was the second runway. And the plus size models, Carla, Jordan, John Luke, Van Miller. She does all sizes. They were A-Row, Andrea Rowe. They were
Okay.
on runway 1.
Oh,
So
okay.
the plus size models, they rep. Make no mistake
So
about it.
tell us about how you came up with the concept for Models Against Cancer. Where did that come from?
So I am a fashion show coordinator, and I've been coordinating shows for several years. And for me, I saw a lot of vanity on that runway, and I don't think that beauty is about being vain. I think it's about bringing out the confidence in the individual. So I kind of got bored with doing the fashion shows for me with no meaning.
Right.
And so my auntie died of cancer, and my grandfather, he battled cancer. And I didn't, I felt helpless, and I just wanted to use the beauty of what we were doing to help fight such an ugly disease.
Yes.
And I'm real spiritual, make no mistake or apology for it.
Right.
But the Spirit of the Lord just ministered to me and said, take that gift of coordinating fashion shows and walk for people who can no longer walk for themselves
That's
or
right.
no longer feel the beauty of themselves, and
Right.
let that be your cause. This is what you give back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, well, then we got the models, so we're gonna walk against cancer. So Models Against Cancer came about.
Oh, wow.
So we've been
So
doing it for 8 years.
That's what I was about to ask. How many years have you been
Wow.
in?
It would have
doing
been
the show?
9 this year, but we didn't do it last year because of COVID.
Mhm.
And the way the show was structured, I just couldn't see how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we took a break and we came back this year. So this
Came
is
back
our
strong.
second year. Strong. 2 runways. We honored 8 cancer survivors. We blessed this year. We blessed a young man. Oh my God! I
So-
said I wasn't going to forget his name.
Little boy, I
The
I
little
saw
boy,
that.
And it's probably good that I don't call his name. And we blessed him with $405.
That is amazing.
And people are still donating to him. GoFundMe was set up for him, and people are still donating. And this beautiful young man, he was just so elated. And then the next day, he had to go for chemotherapy.
Oh wow.
You know, so my thing to the people is like, we are arguing and bickering amongst each other on such foolishness. And you got people who are literally fighting for their
For their life. Mhm.
And so I just wanted to honor people. We can't get everybody every year. So we did 8 this year because we missed 4 last year. And we honored 8 beautiful people that won the fight. You know, they won this fight. Like, you guys understand, you guys been through war. And talking with them, they was like, I just didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think people cared. I'm like, oh my God. Yes, we care.
And you know what? It's so funny because they are some of the most humble people. If you
Yeah.
talk to them and you know, and they're real transparent. You know, they want to tell their story. They want to help, and they want to, you know, serve in the community. And they just have more drive than anybody
They
that
don't
I've
feel
ever
fear,
seen.
No certain way.
Yeah, for them.
No pity for them. No. Like Javita Moore.
Yeah.
And every year I learn something new about this war. And this year I learned about PSD and survivor's guilt. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize that you guys go through that. So I have speakers come in, and one of the speakers spoke about PSD, and another speaker spoke about survivor's guilt. And you just don't think that they're going through that, because where we're like, you should be happy to be alive, keep it moving, but they're thinking about the person that didn't make it.
Yeah.
You know, they're thinking about that person, and then they're thinking they actually been through war. So every little thing, you know, if I eat this, or if I feel a lump, or you know, my head start hurting, any little thing that it's got them nervous. So that's why this year our motto increased, and I say increased because we didn't change it. Shout out to Neat for the motto, is that we walk for those, in reference to giving hope for the fighters and peace for the survivors and prayer for the fallen. So the peace part is what's important.
So some of your models that they're showing on the screen right now, as far as choosing your models, like you said, some of them, they walking for people that have passed on breast cancer or any kind of cancer, or some of them are survivors of cancer. Look at those are
guys
beautiful.
right there, those are our survivors that were in the show.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Remember, that's
Okay.
one of those guys. And
So they actually walked
They
in the
actually
they
show.
walked in the show.
Awesome.
And these guys are just some of the models.
And
Wow.
that's beautiful for them to walk, and they was fighting.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
That young lady, she flew in from Miami to be a blessing. She's a lupus survivor.
All right.
So to answer your question, Queen, I don't have any real requirement.
Okay.
It's about commitment. I am I'm an acting coach too, but I'm a runway coach as well. This year, I just didn't have the time to really teach people who didn't walk before, that wanted to walk. So I thank God for Neat stepping in and helping. Usually what I do is, if you haven't walked before, I teach you the basic fundamentals of walking, so that you can look good in the designer's clothes. And knowing how to enter the stage and how to exit the stage. So this year we did a real quick tutorial because we've been shooting and getting ready for launches and all kinds of stuff, and we had to make sure that we had this show. So we had we started out with 50 plus models. We ended up with 41 models for the show, and their commitment basically is to sell the tickets, and the models do get. The tickets are only $20, and they get a $10 kickback, and the rest of the money goes towards the show and given to it's the Norleen Najee Stith Recipient Award, and that's the money. Yeah. So we make sure that that's their way of being compensated for their gas. We don't do a lot of rehearsals because that's not what this focus is about. You know, that runway turns into a runway of victory, a runway of healing, a runway of hope, and a runway of fighting. That's what we turn that runway into.
Wow.
So we don't focus so much on the model sachet. And then I tell them, I said, it's not about you. And I let them know, I said, when you finish this show, this will be one of the most inspirational, meaningful shows that you have ever done.
Wow.
And once, and I tell them, I said,
we definitely want to get involved with you next year. And
awesome. I love that, you guys.
Yes. It's amazing.
Just say the word.
Just say it.
And I will be calling.
Your motto, you live by a certain motto. What's your motto that you live by?
Be the best that you can be, because nobody is better at being you than you.
Now you ain't nobody can be KP.
You got that right.
Somebody can be me.
Be who you is and not who you ain't. Because if you ain't who you is, then you ain't who you ain't.
That brings me into, you're an author. You have written several books, right? And they're available on Amazon.
Everything's available on Amazon, and I just did a collaboration with Michelle Lovett, which is the fourth volume of Love, Life, and Lockup, Cracked But Not Damaged. So I have a chapter in that book, and that pre-sales are going on now. Shameless plug. And I have 8 books on Amazon, ranging from fictional to self-help, poetry, real life. I have 2 books on Amazon. I Lost the Me and He. It's talking about my relationship with my ex-husband and just with men and how I lost myself in him.
What's the name of that one? Because I definitely want to check that one out.
I Lost the Me and He. And he. And I really get funky with it. I really get funky with it.
I love how you have taken every aspect of your life and turned it into something great. A lot of people don't, we all go through something, but we don't know how to channel that and turn it into something. And you have done that with everything that you've been through, which you were talking about your jail time and losing people to cancer and
your exes
and your ex.
That's what queen, honey. That's testimony to
yes. I actually just really forgave him, henceforth forgiving myself, about 2 years ago. My son, about 2 years ago.
And how long have you have been apart?
We've been divorced for a long time. Girl, I can't even remember when we got married.
That's the healing part.
I wrote the book to keep me from killing. Real talk. I wrote the book to keep me from killing them. I told him, I said, dude, I have to write this book because it was either write this book or kill you, for real. Like, real talk. And I mean, I'm not going to say I'm a gangster, but I was like, yo.
I got holding her hand right now. I'm kind of nervous because she looks like
I told him, I said, in my mind, I really think that, dude, I would have got away with it, for real. So I had to write this book to let it out.
To channel that.
Yeah, to let it out.
We can go on and on.
Yes, we can.
About flipping out.
Yeah. But I thank God for it because it's like you said, Queen, what I went through helps other people not to go through it, But I do want to say this. I want to shout out to Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Because Class Reunion, I looked at that stage play over and over and over and over and over again. My family had a restaurant, and we used to just play the DVDs, and it's a it's a segment in there. They were sitting in the Madea, and the person was sitting in the spa, and he told her, or she told, that there's people in their graves right now that got a hold on folks because they refuse to forgive. That was my first step in forgiving my husband, even though it wasn't pure and it wasn't whole, but that was the root that I needed, because I don't like nobody having no grip on me. I don't like nobody having nothing on me.
No grip.
Right. So I'm like, I forgive him. And the more I kept saying I forgive him, it was about 2 years ago that I'm like, yo, I really do forgive this dude, to the point where I'm like, you could be my Facebook friend.
That's your testimony, and that's mine. It's a power of, and it's a power in healing.
Yes,
it's a power
it
in
is.
forgiving.
Right.
The hardest part for a lot of women to do is to forgive.
Is
and
to
say,
forgive.
I forgive.
But when you do, it's
Because it's a hold.
it's like
hard.
but it's an insatiable sense
It
of
is.
peace
Yes.
and freedom, because it's almost like you freed yourself from
That's
that.
It's a hold.
It is.
And
It's
that's
a
what I got
whole-
in my book. Forgiveness don't make you friends.
That's right.
It just frees
It
you. to
frees
be
you.
Yeah.
It
And I had
does.
to remember that. Because I wrote the book with all of the right stuff, but I wasn't there yet. And I have one more part to that book, but because I have not entered that part of my life yet, I can't write it yet. I kept trying. I was like, dang, God, why I can't finish this series? He's like, because you ain't lived it
You
yet.
ain't lived it yet.
Yeah, so
coming.
part
It's
1,
coming.
part 2, and part 3 will come when it comes.
That's
Yeah.
right, and we'll be looking forward to that.
Because I'm going to get that book, honey.
I am, yes.
I support, like you said, we definitely want to be a part of the next one that you do next year, of course, with Love and Hips. But just give us a minute. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back more with this hot topic. So y'all stay tuned.
Listen to Love and Hips TV show on your mobile device or wherever you listen to your daily podcast.
I feel like you are my family or my brother already.
It's like the
it ain't
energy.
like we hang out all the time, which we might have to.
That's my bestie. That's my bestie.
But music is uncensored, to a degree, whereas like radio, sometimes you can't really say how you feel about certain things because they're sponsoring the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like with music, it's like, yo, this is how I feel about this, and you can't really change my mind on it. Whoop-de-whoop.
your thing, yeah.
So do you battle? Like you rap battle or you just freestyle?
I used to do the rap battles when I was hungrier and had more time, and it's not to say that I'm not as hungry now, but when you're trying to make a name for yourself, you'll do everything to make a name for yourself. So at one point in time, like the freestyle battles was huge, and I used to do a lot of those. Now they do those type of battles where like, I know I'm going to be battling you in 60 days and I'm going to write this rhyme, it's going to go like this. I don't have that much time to put any energy into another person who's not me or my fam, you know what I mean?
Do you watch the other battles? Do you watch like the verses?
Because I was just about to ask you, how do you feel about the UL hits?
Welcome back to y'all listening to Love and Hips TV, and we are back here with y'all, and it is time for our extra spicy hot topic tonight. To spice up your relationship, would you let someone else watch you in the bedroom with your partner, or would you be open to letting them? Would you be letting them join in?
Oof.
To get things heated.
I can't believe y'all want to talk about this.
This one,
It's just too much.
Anna? You ain't here to defend yourself for this one,
Too
girl.
much, honey.
Yeah, you done gave us a good one, girl. Y'all know our Anna, she's behind the
Put their
scenes
business in the street.
still giving us the spice. And this one is extra spicy. So, of course, we always put it out there in our group. If you haven't joined our group, what you waiting for? Get on. If you're on Facebook, definitely join our Love and Hips, the Art of Dating Thick. And get in on the conversation and give us some feedback. But if y'all want to call in right now and talk about your opinion about this, the number is 470-251-4647.
All right, so the
You
question
gonna
is,
start.
who gonna answer this question first? We're gonna let our special guest, Miss JJ, answer the question.
Yes, Miss Life Coach
Hey,
Extraordinaire. Better tell us.
Let me
I'm
yours.
old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned. I'm level 1 freak, maybe 2. But that's level 3 to me. I'm
Level 1.
I thought I was level 10 till I started seeing some of this stuff
that the people doing now.
Yeah, and then that right there, I'm like, dude, I don't know, cause I mean, I still kind of want the lights down, cause when I take the bra off, you know.
You want the lights off, Steve. You ain't even got to cut the leave and do it with the lights on.
Use your imagination on what this all about, dude. Cause look, I ain't 16.
You
so.
said feel your way around.
Yeah. I'm still trying to deal with one.
He gonna love it.
He gonna love
I'm
every
trying to
bit
deal with one, and you want me to let 2 of
I take it your answer.
Yeah, I'm old fashioned.
Absolutely no. Hell to the no.
Yeah,
No.
But we can video each other though. But I got access of the tape.
Okay, because you ain't gonna have me all out there with the sex tape and everything.
Facts. Blackmail.
Go ahead, Kimmy.
So this is my own opinion. These are not the words of Love and Hip. So this is I'm gonna say my PSA. Hope I don't get killed for what I'm about to say. Anyway, so if people that don't know me, my favorite movies is what is that movie?
What?
Oh my God!
Not our favorite movie. Not that one.
I can't think about it. But his name was Christian Grey.
Oh, you talking about 50 Shades of?
50 Shades of Grey. And 50 Shades 1, 2, and 3. So when I tell you, okay, I might be a level 3 freak because honey, I love everything about that movie. But anyway, to spice up the relationship, okay, I'm very sexual. So and I'm very also a little controlling. So if I'm into my man and to have another woman come into it, I don't think it's gonna work because he might do something different with her that he don't do with me, and then I'm gonna flip in my mind like, what does that mean? Hold up, stop! I'm gonna drag her out the business. So that's enough for me. But if you want to watch, that will turn me on. I don't care. You can watch all day. You can look all you want, baby.
But joining in is out.
All that chocolate is
Just
mine, and vice versa for all my caramel. I don't mind looking. I don't mind that, but. To watch it, I don't think it will bother me to let another person join. Now, for men, they be like, okay, that might be cool with a woman joining because it's a woman.
But,
so
but say you're going to bring another man in there, it's going to be a whole nother situation.
Girl, honey, if I bring 2 men, then I don't know what to do. I'm being
it's a double standard then.
Yeah, it's a double standard too because men, they going to be like, oh, hell to no, you ain't finna touch my woman.
That's right.
But you bring another woman in,
right?
Yeah, we can kiss and all that, but you ain't intercoursing. No, that's not going to happen. So I'm kind of with it, and I'm not with certain things, but I'm definitely open to you watching it. I think it will turn. It's a mental stimulation to let someone watch, especially when the love and the passion is deep and y'all look like really in tune with each other. Oh yeah, you can watch me all day, boo. I might give you some tips.
Okay,
go ahead.
Well, Toy's opinion about this is I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not a level 1, and I don't consider myself to be a level 3, but I'm somewhere in the middle. But however, I don't want nobody in the room. I just don't want nobody. Girl, don't be telling me about me. Look, don't be whispering. you know we know each other now. Story. But I'm like her. I'm a very sexual being. Sex is important to me. It's a big part of my life. I'm proud to say I ain't ashamed of it, but I do have boundaries of what I want done in the bedroom, and I don't feel like that should be considered to be a gift or something that you're giving to your person. It may be somewhat of a gift in that moment, but trust and believe it's going to cause you problems later on, because that's almost like giving a child a piece of candy and saying, I'm only going to give it to you one time, you're never going to get it again.
Oh, that's a wrap.
Because he's going to expect that behavior, and it's always you're going to end up having to one up the last time. Heck, next thing you know, you might have a whole room full of people in there. It's always going to be something that it's going to be like an experiment, something, or let's try something else. Try something else with that one person. It's a lot of things that you can do to spice up your bedroom besides bringing somebody else in, and then that's just my opinion.
Yeah, now he wouldn't do that. He just selfish. He just want to cheat, but he want to cheat while you right there looking at him.
And when people say that, they all automatically think of the scenario of bringing another woman in. You never think about a female saying, okay, well, can I bring another, I don't even know if most women would even be bold enough to even approach their man in that situation and say, I want to bring another man to the bedroom, because then he going to start flipping out and thinking you already cheating and everything else.
If a person wants to bring another person in the bedroom, that means somebody's sex game is whack. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because something missing.
Somebody is lacking something. Either the man ain't bringing it, the woman ain't bringing it, y'all ain't stimulating each other. But if you find that one mate that gives you everything that you want, sexually, mentally, emotionally, kiss you, touch you, all right, you ain't going to need nobody else.
And I agree with what you said, that one of you guys said that it's being greedy. That's just my opinion. It's being greedy. But there's an episode on Black Ink. I don't know what season it is. And the guy was telling the chick that he wanted to do a threesome, and she was like, well, can I pick the person? He was like, yeah. And so when he came to the restaurant, she said, meet me at the restaurant. And when the person came in, it was a dude, and he was like, what's up? And she said, you said I could pick the person? He said, and the dude was like, I ain't gay. She said, neither am I. That part. Right. So she picked somebody that she wanted, and it's what you said, they automatically assume that it'll be a female.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
And there's a lot of us living out this fantasy that they see on TV or heard that people have done.
And there's a lot of people experimenting with polyamory. You know, they want to have all these people and stuff in the relationship. And some people have successful relationships like that. Kudos to you, to each his own. You know, it ain't for me, but I'm not the one that's gonna judge you about it either. You know, do you? But everybody can't handle that type of situation. You know,
I'm one of
them. I'm not ready to fight.
You come over here, you about to get messed up for real, shorty.
Thank you.
I'm enough. I got this over here.
So we got Anna's comment on it. She said, I'm ready to spice it up if they ready to meet Jesus after the session. She said, but honestly, she said, in my relationship, I wouldn't be okay with this. She said, because it's what you open your boundaries to. She said, I'd rather not create issues for my relationship. There are other ways to spice up things. Spice things up. She said, when you open those doors, be prepared for consequences to follow, because curiosity killed the cat. So basically, she's saying a whole lot of the same of what I was saying. It's going to be some consequences come behind that, and then, like I said, it's going to become a habit. You know, I know people, you know, friends and stuff of mine that have done that situation, and it became a routine of them constantly having somebody else in their
and
bed.
It's like KP said too. It's their permission to cheat.
Exactly.
It's like, so you're operating out of lust.
Yeah, they just want love.
And there's never satisfaction in lust.
We got a male's comment on here.
See what a male says.
Oh, actually, Mr. Von Donald
says,
say, honey? Sex and making love is a central part of a relationship. And in the case of a Jada and Will situationship, I would entertain this whole topic if I knew we was at our wit's end in order to salvage the relationship before I would make it public. Oh. Okay, so he kind of put Jada and Will in the midst of it.
That's
and what there it is.
Listen, Jada and Will, it's a T.I. and Tiny.
It is.
A lot of, you know, high celebrity couples.
Bringing these.
Not even high celebrity. Shoot, it could be
they do. They bring other people into the midst, and it just. He said that in a way, he would do it as an end resort of a way to possibly salvage the relationship, which I don't. Walk, because I'm not here to appease you in that way. I'm not gonna bring somebody else in there. Yeah.
Just so I keep my man. Bye.
Yeah, because if that's what it's going to take you on your way out anyway, so just go on and keep.
But let me tell you, if we're going to say you want another woman, I want another man. How about that? You can bring another man in the relationship? You ain't gonna like that. We might well break up.
One of our members says, Kales. She said, no thanks. She said, I just throw some cinnamon on the bed. If you want to spice it up, she just gonna throw some cinnamon on there. Throw some cinnamon on yourself, child, and let them get it off of you. Let's not do the cinnamon. We do some Cool Whip or something.
Cool Whip.
That's not never
Cool
four.
Whip is
It's
number
not
four?
never four. Is not Cool Whip.
Yeah, it is.
That's number one.
That's number one.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
Cool Whip number one.
you, thank you. Tell her.
With honey and
That's
what-
number one.
That's number one. All them,
number four
all that
then.
fruit and all that stuff in the bed is
Number
number
four, you
one.
smelling from them
some
poles and all
I
that
want one of
stuff.
them. No.
See, that's
See, number four is that dominatrix stuff that you was talking about. That 50 Shades of Grey.
There you go.
Okay. Look, calm back.
See how y'all got two different
I'm a very
aspects.
alpha female.
Yeah.
Don't act it.
I'm with you, but that Cool Whip,
Oh, my
that's kind of like
goodness.
what I was saying.
Oh,
Girl, this one right here. What time is it?
What time is? Because you know what, we can talk about that all day.
Sure
That's
can.
my cup of tea. But
We got to spice it up and change the show up a little bit for y'all today. Give y'all
yeah,
a spice.
yeah, because that. Shout out to Anna for the spicy hot topic for today.
Thank you, Anna.
And I told her my business that I shouldn't have told. But anyway, today is a topic around the house with KP. Of course, like we said, this month we're focusing on breast cancer awareness. We're closing out this month, and I normally do a segment that I want to dedicate, someone special to. That is a colon cancer survivor. She's 3-time survivor. She's battled cervical cancer, stomach cancer, uterine, and now she's dealing with colon cancer. Shout out to my beautiful girl, Adrienne Stearns Price. She is an amazing, and y'all check out her picture. She's an amazing fighter. She is one of our model sisters.
Yes.
Tori and I, we have known Adrienne. And of course, she's married to the world-renowned David Price, one of the greatest photographers. He's absolutely amazing. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's a fighter. She is retired military.
Military, yeah.
She know how to put a gun, take it apart, and put it together.
She know how to open up a can of whoop ass too.
Don't play with my girl.
Yeah, she is a fighter in all aspects.
Right.
Okay.
And she wanted to talk about really the importance of being screened. I know for women like us in our late 30s, early 40s, cervical cancer, they don't cover that unless you're like 50. Okay, me being in the medical business, billing, and of course, my Toy is a nurse. So they don't cover that. So sometimes you can go get your mammogram and that, they don't check that, but they check other things. But we wanted to talk about the importance of being screened. And I know, Toy, you had some important tips about that as well.
Yeah, I was saying, even though they don't start to pay for colonoscopies and stuff until you, or start looking into colonoscopies until you're 50, well, actually that's changing. They're coming on down with the age on it. So I mean, I think probably about 45. If you talk to your doctor and you feel like you're having some concerns, they'll persuade the insurance company to pay for it. But there are there's other ways to test or to do like an annual test. There's it's just a little kit that oftentimes the insurance companies or your doctor's office can mail out to you, and you basically do a stool specimen at home. Of course, you collect your stool and like use the bathroom like you normally would and collect it in a container. And then you just it's a little dipstick, and you just take and dip it in there and you seal it up. They give you the whole package in the envelope and you send it back to the lab. And they're going to let you know if they detect anything, if they see anything abnormal. Our stool tells the story. It'll let us know if there's something abnormal going on, and that's the starting point.
Right.
That way they'll be in contact with your doctor to let them know if it was abnormal. And so there is ways of getting around, I'm not eligible for a colonoscopy.
Absolutely. Especially if, like for me, I just had my yearly mammogram, and, they ask you, do you have cancer that run in your family? Well, many of you know I've lost my dad to cancer. He had cancer, and I lost my older sister to cancer. So me being the baby girl of the family, and I know it runs in my family, I wanted to be proactive and make sure I check it. So, they took a lot of blood work and they did everything, but they also sent me a sample kit at home where I had to come home and swab and then spit in the little tube, then fill a little line up and then send it back. And that's crazy. I was like, I didn't know that they can really do that, but, it depends on your insurance company. Some companies, they want extra tests, or some will. But it's all about the coding. Me being in medical billing and coding, they can code it to where they can get it paid
for.
It's ways around everything, but it's very important for us women. You don't have to be 50. People die from cancer in their 30s, in their 20s. So, you know, me being in between the late 30s and early 40s, not even at 45 or 50, I need to make sure that, hey, I know it's in my family. I'm not speaking it that it's going to happen to me, but I want to be proactive. You know, I want to make sure that I get tested.
And men, definitely, we want to speak on them too. Y'all need to get checked as well. Men just don't. They very reluctant about going. A lot of them are very reluctant about going to the doctor anyway. They always think something's gonna happen. I always joke about. They always think everything's associated with their penis. So if I take this, it's gonna make this not work. So you know they very skeptical about going to the doctor. But you need to get your prostate exams, and men need to do breast exam too because men also. Are diagnosed with breast cancer in mass numbers more than what people know about because obviously breasts being women is more you know prone in us, but men also have male breast cancer. So just get your screenings, talk to your doctor if something's not right. We know our own bodies, so we know when something's not right. It doesn't feel right, it hurts, whatever the situation is. This wasn't here before and it's here now. Definitely just talk to them and be proactive in your own body and what's going on with your own body, and don't ignore it because that's what happens. Oftentimes it gets pushed back too long, and by the time it's found, then we can't.
That's exactly what I want to say. My father, rest his soul, I know, I don't care what nobody says, but when the time he really went to the doctor, because men are so stubborn, you know something's wrong with you, but you won't go. But anyway, by the time we really got him to go to the doctor, he was already at stage 4. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it could have been prevented, but men are so stubborn. You know, my daddy was a worker, so all he did was work, and you ignored the signs of your body. So that's what sometimes men think, it's okay, I'm just tired, or I take this, or I take this. No, you need to understand your body. Listen to your body. Your body will tell you something is wrong. You know me. If something is wrong, sometimes I used to call Toy back in the day, be like, Toy, I need this. So I'd be self-diagnosing my own self.
A lot of people do that.
I do that a lot.
They call me all the time about everything.
Like, no, but it's a doctor. So
I'm like, well, and that's what if it's, I'm like,
no,
you need to make a doctor's appointment for that. I'm quick to tell somebody they need to go to the doctor.
What you say? You give me like what she thinks
going on, but however, you need to go get that check.
So, my feelings will be like, okay, but I will.
I tell people I don't diagnose, but I'll treat you. After I know what's going on, I'll help you figure it out how to get well.
So that was, the KPs around the house. I want to, thank you to my play mama. Also, Miss, I forgot my play mama name. I did her the first half.
Yeah, you did.
We're going to do Miss Adrian. So I want to give a shout out to all my breast cancer survivors, the ones that are here still fighting, the ones that have passed and gone. My love will go out to y'all always and forever. We will always make sure that, we give y'all flowers while y'all alive and not focus on it while you're gone. So y'all continue to make sure you stay tuned around the house with KP for everything a real lady does to improve her way of life, for cooking, traveling, fixing things, clothing trends, and so much more. So that's my segment. And Miss Sherry, yes, I love you.
We wanted to share on behalf of Adrian her cash out.
Absolutely.
You have that number.
Let me see. Yes, I do.
There it is.
It's on the flyer. There we go.
That's our sister's cash out. When I tell you, this lady is a fighter, and she's a beautiful spirit inside and out. And y'all, she's got some mean pictures. She was a serious, fierce model.
Yes.
So, Adrian, we are here for you. If you need anything, definitely.
Y'all support
her.
Adrian, always.
So we're going to go back to Sister JJ before we close out the show.
Okay.
And let her tell you all how we can keep in touch, how we can support her cause, and just whatever she wants us to know before we close.
So I am on all social media at I am Sister JJ. That's SISTAJAYJAY. And that's how you find out on everything I got going on. Yesterday we launched our fragrance, Chrissy K. So we have 7 scents. So go to ChrissyK.com and get your favorite. I can't talk right now.
Favorite fragrance.
Your favorite fragrance. Yes. So everything that I got going on is on Instagram or on the book, TikTok, Snapchat. I am Sister JJ. So we got a lot going on. We got the radio show coming up. We have the video show coming up. We're casting for an upcoming movie. We're doing a documentary, women surviving violence.
Oh, wow.
That's still going on. It's like, dude, you still fighting on women. So yeah, women still going through it, and so we need to continue to let women know that, you know, this is real and there is a way out, and you don't have to go through that.
And this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well.
And mental health.
And mental health awareness.
Mental health.
She is big on mental health.
Yeah, my uncle committed suicide. He was schizophrenic, bipolar, and he committed suicide some years ago, and we're getting ready to do some things with that, because in the black community, no one wants to say it's okay to get help.
Right.
You know, and I talked to my daughter the other day, and we was just talking how she is encouraging her friends to get go to a therapist, and it doesn't mean anything's wrong with you.
That's
Sometimes you
right.
just need that
Therapy is
woosah
good. It's a
moment
good thing. It's
to balance it out. To balance it out,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So overload. So I'm definitely feeling you with that, and we're gonna be working with that. We got the magazine, Boss Mode magazine, Beautiful,
Yes.
Outstanding, Sensational Sisters.
Yeah, we gotta check you out.
Yes, we
yeah,
do.
we got the next King Up magazine coming out, and we got some other things. I can't talk about those things yet.
That's right.
But check us out. Check us out.
That's
Yes,
right.
Queens. Yes, and we got to get you guys on Baltimore magazine. I'm
Oh,
definitely feeling
yeah,
you.
we're
Yeah, we
looking
are
forward
ready,
to. We
honey.
ready.
We-
We stay ready.
We stay with a good photo shoot.
Ready, ready.
Love and Hips TV.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, Charlie.
Yes. Great show.
Thank you.
First of all, I just want to say this to Kim. I want a Rolex watch.
Okay. And I want a Birkin bag.
I don't want to just watch. I want a Rolex watch.
Oh, you want a Rolex watch? Oh, you so
Okay.
funny. You want a watch?
Is that the Christmas
Whatever.
present? That's the
I
Christmas
want a Birkin
present.
bag.
There you go. There you go. Look, thank you, Sister JJ, for coming on to our show to close out Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I wanted to tell you about our next guest.
Oh, okay. Who we got?
Yes, his actor, Damian DJ Jackson.
All right.
He's been
DJ.
on several sitcoms, like, for example, Let's Make a Deal, ATL Homicide, Fatal Attraction, For My Man, Black Lightning drama series. And
Okay.
All right, Damien.
Well, we are looking forward to having Damien in the studio.
Yes.
He gonna be in the studio with us?
yes, in
Yes.
studio.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right.
You
All
know,
right,
Excited.
thanks, Charlie.
Thanks,
Bye.
Charlie.
So y'all heard that we got our actor Damien coming on to
Yes.
the show next time. Love to
Yes.
have some testosterone in
Love it,
there.
honey.
And he made me remember. I'm sorry. Also, Wobble TV for the independent guys. Please go check that out. Wobble TV
Wobble
is a
TV.
Wobble.
streamlined website, and we are featuring Men Pray 2 on that, and that's for
Oh, wow.
independent films.
Okay, awesome.
And also, y'all, make sure y'all listen to Love and Hips TV show on all major
all of 'em.
platforms.
iHeartRadio.
iHeart, Apple,
Pandora, Spotify.
Pandora, Alexa. Y'all check us
Check
out.
us out.
Just Google us. How to
That's
say
it. Google me, baby.
Google us. Love and Hips. Y'all
Love
have a
and Tips
good
out.
one. See you soon.
2 weeks.
Animalistic for attraction. What else could it be? Said your vision isn't hazy. Then who do you see?